Jai Shri Radhe Krishna. Friends, the solution to every problem in human life can be found in the Srimad Bhagavad Gita. The Bhagavad Gita is an ocean of inspirational messages that fill a hopeless heart with new energy and optimism. Friends, I have full faith that if you watch this video till the end, listen to its words with a calm mind, and absorb their meaning, you will not only experience immense peace, but also witness a positive transformation in your thoughts and life. I can confidently say that anyone who sincerely reads and listens to the essence of the Gita and applies its teachings in life will find solutions to all their problems. They will achieve everything they wish for. That is why you should read and contemplate the essence of the Bhagavad Gita every morning and before sleeping at night. Lord Shri Krishna himself says in the Srimad Bhagavad Gita that whoever studies, listens, and meditates on this sacred scripture with faith and a pure heart will be freed from all sins and attain his supreme abode. It is also said that in any house where the Bhagavad Gita is recited and heard daily, there will never be any crisis or trouble. The blessings of Lord Shri Krishna will always remain in that household, bringing joy, prosperity, and happiness to their lives. The teachings of the Bhagavad Gita. At the beginning of the great war of Mahabharata, in the battlefield of Kurukshetra, Arjuna was overcome with sorrow. Seeing his own family, friends, and revered teachers standing before him as enemies, he was filled with despair. He turned to Lord Krishna and said, "O Keshava, how can I fight this war? These are my own people. How can I raise my weapon against my beloved grandfather Bhishma and my guru Dronakarya? It is better to live by begging than to kill such noble souls." Arjuna continued, "O Madhusudan, all these warriors, the sons of Dhritarashtra, are my brothers. Instead of fighting, I should renounce everything and become a hermit. If this war happens, millions will perish. What will happen to the women and families of the fallen soldiers? No, Krishna, I cannot fight this war. My heart is confused, my mind is in turmoil, my hands tremble, my bow slips from my grasp, and my body burns with anxiety. O Krishna, guide me, show me the right path." Seeing Arjuna's grief, Lord Shri Krishna imparted the divine and eternal wisdom of the Srimad Bhagavad Gita, which remains a guiding light for humanity even today. The Bhagavad Gita is the only scripture that teaches mankind the true art of living. It provides the wisdom to navigate life's challenges and instills the values of righteousness, duty, and devotion. Understanding Arjuna's dilemma, Lord Krishna said, "O Arjuna, you speak like a wise man, yet you grieve for what is not worth grieving. A truly wise person does not lament over the past, nor worry about the future. Life and death are natural processes. You have no control over them. These warriors are already destined to perish by my will. You are merely an instrument in this divine plan. A wise person neither mourns for the dead nor becomes overly attached to the living. Everything in this world is temporary. Therefore, rise above attachment and perform your duty without selfish desires. A true warrior does not hesitate to fight for righteousness. To abandon your duty out of fear is to invite disgrace. This world is an illusion created and sustained by me. I am the beginning, the middle, and the end of all beings. I am the sun among celestial bodies, the Himalayas among mountains, the ocean among water bodies. Everything you see in this universe is me, the eternal truth of life. There is no wealth greater than inner peace. A person who has mastered the art of keeping their mind calm is the richest person in the world. The root cause of all suffering is attachment. The more one clings to material things, the more pain they will experience. Lord Krishna says, "Whatever happened, happened for the good. Whatever is happening for the good. Whatever will happen will also be for the good. So why do you grieve? What did you bring with you that you have lost? What did you create that has been destroyed? Everything in this world belongs to the divine. Nothing truly belongs to you. Change is the only constant in the universe." The Srimad Bhagavad Gita teaches us that we should perform our duties with dedication and without attachment to the results. This is the path to true happiness and liberation. Let us all embrace the divine wisdom of Lord Krishna and lead a life filled with righteousness, devotion, and peace. Jai Shri Krishna. O Arjun, dedicate yourself to God, for this is the greatest support. Shri Krishna says that a person does not become great by birth, but by his deeds. When a man finds joy in his work, he attains perfection. Arjun, desire is born out of attachment. There is no happiness either in this world or the next for a man who is always in doubt and who does not control his mind. For those who fail to discipline their minds, it works against them like an enemy. Controlling a disturbed mind is difficult, but with practice, it can be achieved. In the Bhagavad Gita, Shri Krishna explains that just as the weather changes on earth, so do the joys and sorrows in life. We should not be distracted by them. O Arjun, no one receives anything greater than what time and destiny have in store for them. Just as the wick of a lamp does not see the darkness hidden beneath it, in the same way, a man fails to see old age lurking behind his youth. Weakness remains invisible to a living being until it overtakes him completely. His mind does not allow him to break free from worldly illusions. Until his last breath, he remains entangled in the web of desires, manipulated like a puppet, unable to reflect on his inner self or understand his soul. When Arjuna asks Lord Krishna, O Keshav, even after accepting that the soul is eternal and unborn, that weapons cannot cut it and fire cannot burn it, why does a living being still experience sorrow, happiness, grief, joy, insult, and pain? Lord Shri Krishna responds, O Partha, I have already told you that the soul does not experience joy or sorrow. These feelings belong to the body, not the soul. Arjun further asks, but Keshav, the body feels pain only when injured, when cut or burned. That pain is of the body. However, the pain of defamation or insult does not physically harm the body. Then who suffers from these emotions? Lord Shri Krishna explains, No, Arjun. Fame, infamy, honor and dishonor, gain and loss, victory and defeat. These are not experienced by the soul. These are illusions created by the mind. The mind is an unseen, yet the most powerful part of the body. It is not a part of the soul, nor does it have any connection with it. The charioteer of the soul sits within, while the mind acts as the charioteer of the body. It is the mind that controls the senses, making them wander in different directions, captivated by worldly pleasures. In the intoxication of power, this fickle mind deceives a person into believing that he is omnipotent, that he rules over all, and that everyone must bow before him. But when death approaches and the body's strength diminishes, this same person trembles in fear, crying out for help, screaming, I am sick, I am suffering, I am dying, save me. The mind itself, which once thrived in pride, now pretends to mourn. The greatest deceiver is the mind. It intoxicates a person with arrogance and binds him in the web of illusion, enslaving him to desires. The mind is captivated by both pleasure and pain. It sings in happiness and mourns in sorrow. It even finds joy in making others share in its grief. O Partha, it is crucial for a living being to master his mind. Only when one controls the mind and looks within the soul can one witness the divine light of God. Time does not follow the path created by man. Rather, man must walk the path laid by time. This is destiny. Life appears difficult when we try to change circumstances instead of changing ourselves. When time seems to be against you, the best response is patience. When devotion arises in your heart, understand that you did not choose God. God chose you. No matter what others say, remain calm. Just as the vast sea does not dry up despite the blazing sun, you too should remain unshaken by external circumstances. Be cautious of those who whisper in your ears, for they can ruin even the most cherished relationships. Abilities are born from karma. Every person is born as nothing, a mere zero. In this world, love is an even greater truth than truth itself. It is difficult to be untrue to the one you truly love. The most beautiful pair in this world is a smile and a tear. They rarely meet, but when they do, that moment becomes truly special. Karma is the greatest religion. In the Bhagavad Gita, Lord Shri Krishna tells Arjun that a person is born to perform actions. No one can live without action. One must perform their duties without attachment to the results. Anger is the gateway to destruction. It disturbs the mind and often leads to harm, sometimes even self-inflicted harm. Lord Krishna advises against anger, urging a person to remain composed no matter how provoked. What you possess today once belonged to someone else and will belong to another tomorrow. You arrived in this world empty-handed and will depart the same way. Controlling the mind is essential. The mind is as restless as the wind, constantly wandering toward desires. To achieve success in life, one must discipline the mind. When the mind is controlled, its energy becomes concentrated, leading to success in all endeavors. According to the Bhagavad Gita, a person who masters his mind remains free from unnecessary worries and distractions, making it easier for him to achieve his goals. If the mind is left uncontrolled, it becomes one's greatest enemy. A person who is filled with constant doubt can never attain peace. Excessive doubting disrupts inner harmony, leading to confusion and broken relationships. A person's actions define his life. Whatever actions one performs, they reap the corresponding results. Good deeds yield good outcomes, while bad deeds bring suffering. Thus, one must always strive to perform righteous actions. There are 5 fundamental causes of human suffering. A person who, when he gets what he wants, calls it God's grace, but becomes sad when things go against his will, has an incomplete vision of divine grace. This incomplete understanding is the first reason for sorrow. Secondly, our selfish nature causes us to wish for our own good, regardless of whether it harms or saddens others. This selfishness is the second cause of our suffering. Thirdly, the constant fear of losing what we currently have or not getting what we desire leads to anxiety and distress. This fear is the third cause of our sorrow. Fourthly, failing to do what should be done and indulging in actions that should be avoided. These careless habits contribute to our misery. Fifthly, whenever something good happens, we tend to take all the credit for it ourselves. This egoistic mindset is another reason for our sorrow. Lord Krishna teaches that the less we involve ourselves in worrying about who is doing what, how they are doing it, and why they are doing it, the happier we will be. The beauty of the body attracts the mind, whereas the beauty of nature captivates the soul. True beauty lies in purity of heart, and one's nature should always remain pure. Only 2 entities truly know how right or wrong we are in life: God and our own conscience. Lord Shri Krishna says that a man who lacks knowledge and faith in God can never achieve true happiness and success in life. Attachment is the root cause of destruction. The more attachment one has, the more pain and suffering they will endure. Regretting the past is futile. Nothing can be changed, and worrying cannot shape the future. Thus, true happiness lies in embracing and enjoying the present moment. Shri Krishna advises that one should support those who support them and abandon those who betray them. Never remain in a place where you are not respected, for people will otherwise consider you weak and foolish. Where there is no rain, crops perish, and where there are no values, generations deteriorate. Nothing in the world changes as quickly as a person's intentions and vision. True happiness belongs to those who do not break in sorrow and do not become overly elated in joy. Life is a balance of happiness and sadness, victory and defeat, loss and gain. If circumstances remained constant, human growth and survival would be limited. People who constantly compare their lives with others can never live in peace. A person always desires what he does not have, and when he acquires it, a new ambition takes its place. Thus, life is spent in dissatisfaction. Contentment is the key to a fulfilled life. No sorrow can break a person who has inner satisfaction. Ego distances us from valuable relationships. Time is powerful. It can make even the strongest bow down. Sometimes friends may abandon us, and in difficult times, it is crucial to avoid arrogance. If times are bad, one should be careful of bad company. There are 4 essential lessons in life. A man cannot achieve his destiny without renunciation. Without giving up something, nothing valuable can be attained. He who does not give has no right to take. A man who expects rewards without effort wastes his life. Never waste time justifying yourself. Those who trust you need no explanation, and those who do not trust you will never believe you, no matter how much you explain. Intelligent people remain silent, wise people speak only when necessary, and foolish people argue endlessly. There is a key difference between dreams and goals. Dreams require sleep, but goals require sleepless effort and dedication. A person's thoughts should always be positive. One can change their vision, but not their attitude. Make yourself a better person, and negativity will automatically disappear from your surroundings. Those who leave you need only an excuse, but those who are truly meant to stay will remain with you until their last breath. Remember, something can be taken from your hands, but what is meant for you in fate can never be taken away. Never feel arrogant when giving to others. You may only be repaying a debt from a past life. Arrogance leads to the downfall of a person's wealth, honor, and prestige. Look at Ravana, the Kauravas, and Kansa. They all perished due to their arrogance. If you wish to trust someone, pay attention to their actions, not their words. Lord Shri Krishna says that those who truly understand him will free themselves from the cycle of birth and death. Reading the Bhagavad Gita and living by its teachings liberates a person from negativity and washes away the effects of past misdeeds. What is destined for you will find its way, and what is not meant for you will eventually fade away. Just as the wind steers a boat, a person's desires often mislead their intellect. The person who remains calm in happiness and sorrow, in honor and insult, is truly dear to the Lord. Blaming others for your problems will never resolve them. If someone's behavior towards you suddenly changes, understand that they now need something from you. Science states that the fastest healing wound is one on the tongue, but wisdom teaches that wounds caused by words never heal. A bright morning follows the darkest night. First, one must endure the darkness before witnessing the light. The greatest crime is tolerating injustice and compromising with wrongdoing. A person changes completely due to 2 reasons. Either someone special enters their life, or someone important leaves. There are 4 places in the world that can never be filled: the depths of the ocean, the void of a crematorium, the insatiable thirst of a pot, the endless desires of the human mind. When a wise person chooses to distance themselves, it often means their self-respect has been deeply hurt. Love always seeks forgiveness, while ego always expects an apology. Lord Shri Krishna reminds us that our work is our true identity. Names are many, but deeds define us. Despite your good deeds, people often remember only the negative aspects of your character. Therefore, never pay too much attention to what others say about you. Cheating someone is like taking on a debt. You will have to repay it someday. A person with a truly discerning eye focuses on self-improvement rather than finding faults in others. Never trust someone who changes their nature according to circumstances. If a mirror reflected character instead of appearance, people would hesitate to look into it. Praise someone as much as you like, but always be measured in criticism, because an insult is a loan that people are eager to repay with interest. Never share too much happiness or too much sorrow with anyone. This world adds its own interpretation to your emotions, often distorting them. Do not compare yourself with others. You are unique and perfect as you are. There are 2 types of people in this world: those who panic and become anxious over small problems, and those who, no matter how many difficulties they face, remain composed and cheerful. Some have everything yet always seem unhappy, while others have nothing but faith in God and wear a constant smile. Everyone gets opportunities to change their life, but time does not grant a second chance to change itself. Lord Krishna says, whatever is meant to happen will happen, and what is not meant to happen will never occur. Those who hold firm to this belief never worry. Arjun, you came into this world alone, and you will leave alone. In reality, no one truly belongs to you. Even parents who give birth to you eventually depart. What then can you expect from others? If someone leaves you, remember that God is always with you. He never abandons anyone. Krishna further says, "Whether a person believes in me or not, I never forsake them, for all are my children." Those who feel lonely should not fear solitude, for they are never truly alone. Whenever you face adversity, do not lose heart. Patience and self-control allow one to overcome even the most challenging difficulties, while fear only makes hardship seem greater. The greatest mistake in life is one from which we fail to learn. Whatever actions you take today will yield results tomorrow. Whatever belongs to you today will remain yours if it is meant to be. Krishna assures, "Those who worship me with devotion, I grant them what they lack and protect what they possess." Understanding this truth gives life true meaning. Kanha teaches us that if ever given a chance in life, strive to be someone's charioteer, not out of selfishness, but out of righteousness. A virtuous heart guides towards righteousness, while a corrupt heart leads astray. A person is not unhappy because they do not believe in God, but because they fail to trust His plan. Everything happens in due time. Nothing comes too early or too late. Unfulfilled desires lead to sorrow. Fools dismiss love as insignificant, but love is the essence of this world. It is the foundation upon which relationships are built. Regular, meaningful distances strengthen relationships, while irregular or forced distances break them. A person is shaped by their beliefs. What they believe, they become. No one has ever been able to change fate or time before their destined moment. Speech must be controlled in life, for the wounds inflicted by words can never be healed. Krishna teaches us to fight for righteousness, to stand against injustice, and to protect our loved ones. Learn to sacrifice when needed. Truth is like a drop of oil in water. No matter how much falsehood is poured over it, it always rises to the top. Never trust someone who readily shares others' secrets with you. They will do the same with yours. Intelligence is a gift, but honesty is a virtue that lasts a lifetime. Cleverness may shine for a moment, but honesty radiates throughout one's life. Keep your financial condition a secret. If you are wealthy, people will seek loans from you. If you are struggling, they may disregard or distance themselves from you. Share your joys and sorrows wisely. Learn from fruits, they enhance taste even when mixed with salt. Similarly, some people turn everything sour, even when given something sweet. Never make promises in excitement, respond in anger, or make decisions in sadness. A person may know a million things, yet if they do not understand themselves, they remain ignorant. Do not feel disheartened if someone rejects you. They simply do not recognize your worth. Always remain calm, for inner peace strengthens you. Just as iron is strongest when cold but can be molded when hot, your resilience shapes your destiny. These 7 qualities will safeguard you in any adversity: knowledge, humility, intelligence, inner courage, good deeds, truthfulness, and faith in God. Difficult times may make a person feel alone, but it is through these very struggles that one grows stronger. Embrace challenges with patience, and they will ultimately lead to success. Faith in God becomes strong when we believe in Him, like a child who, when tossed in the air, laughs without fear, because he knows that his parent will never let him fall. Kanha says, "Do not limit your mind. Where your own people may turn away, I will stand by you. Never bow down so much that someone begins to see you as weak. People will respect you only when you learn to ignore their judgments. There is no bond deeper than the one that makes us cry, no relationship weaker than the one that leaves us in tears, and no connection greater than the one that stands by us in our toughest times." Kanha says that those who understand emotions are truly ours, while those who remain indifferent are mere strangers. The one who stays close even from a distance is dear, but the one who is physically near yet emotionally distant is merely an acquaintance. A person who constantly curses their fate forgets that their karma is greater than destiny, for karma is in their own hands. A wise individual learns by observing others rather than envying them. In this world, no one truly sympathizes with anyone. After a funeral, People do not mourn for long, but instead wonder how much time it will take to complete the rites. Sorrow is necessary, for only through hardship does life become complete. Mere happiness does not build strength, nor does it teach us about the duality of life. Parents are the only ones in the world who genuinely wish for their children to be more successful than themselves. Friendships and relationships come freely, yet we only realize their value when we lose them. Some pains in life do not let us live fully, and some responsibilities do not let us die peacefully. No matter how many good deeds you perform, true appreciation often comes only at one's funeral. If you forgive someone once, you are kind. If you forgive them twice, you are generous. But if you forgive them a third time, you are considered foolish. The most valuable thing in life is the present moment. Once gone, even all the wealth in the world cannot bring it back. If you do not receive what you pray for, do not be disheartened. God does not grant what you desire, but rather what is best for you. Kanha says that those who remember him at the time of their death reach his supreme abode. When people speak ill of you, do not be upset. Their words are merely a way of acknowledging your significance. Kanha says, I am the earth, I am the sweet fragrance, I am the heat of fire, I am the life in all beings, and I am the self-restraint of ascetics. Just as a boat is necessary to cross the ocean, truth is the only ladder to heaven. Even if we speak, he listens. This is why we call him God. Even when we remain silent, he hears. This is why we call him faith. Connections are formed only with those souls who have had ties with us in past lives. Otherwise, in this vast world, who truly knows whom? Weapons can wound the body, but words can pierce the soul. Half of life's sorrows arise from our unrealistic expectations. Let go of these hopes, and you will find that life is filled with nothing but joy. Even Krishna had to become Arjuna in battle. Every day we must fight our own Mahabharata by becoming the charioteer of our own lives. True success comes only to those who work without attachment to the results. A certain amount of self-respect is necessary in life, especially when it comes to one's dignity, principles, and honor. A person's diet should be pure and balanced. Someone who does not understand what, how much, and where to eat can never achieve the heights of life. Similarly, someone who fails to understand the world around them often perceives only negativity and soon falls into despair. Betraying an innocent soul, causing harm intentionally, and breaking someone's heart without reason, these are among the gravest sins. If you wish to be free from sorrow, learn to find joy in what God has given you. Serve everyone, but expect nothing in return, for true rewards come only from God. Mistakes are human nature, accepting them is a sign of culture, and correcting them is true character. People change their homes, relationships, and friendships, yet they remain unhappy, because they refuse to change themselves. Never doubt God's decisions. If you are facing hardships, it means there is a lesson to be learned or a past mistake to be corrected. O Arjuna, why do you worry in vain? Why do you fear needlessly? No one can destroy you. The soul is eternal, neither born nor perishing. This body does not belong to you, nor do you belong to this body. It is made of 5 elements: earth, water, fire, air, and space, and in the end, it will merge back into them. But the soul remains unshaken. What you perceive as death is merely the beginning of a new life. Sorrow and difficulties do not exist to trouble you. They exist to test your strength and confidence. The one whose mind remains calm, whose words are measured, and whose actions are composed, that person alone has attained truth and is free from suffering. Whatever has happened was for the best. Whatever is happening for the best. Whatever will happen shall also be for the best. Do not grieve over the past, and do not worry about the future. Live in the present, for that is where life truly exists. A wise person identifies their own flaws and works to remove them, just as a goldsmith purifies silver by refining it over and over again. Lord Krishna's wisdom is timeless, and his words illuminate the path to peace and fulfillment. Shri Krishna says, In this world, you may own millions in a single moment, and in the very next, you may be left with nothing. Let go of distinctions like mine, yours, big, small. Remove all such illusions from your mind. When you do this, everything becomes yours, and you belong to everything. Do not rely on luck, for even the fortunate may have empty hands, but those who work hard never remain empty. Change your thoughts, for they will surely transform your life. There will be paths you must walk alone, without family, friends, or companions. It will just be you and your courage, and that will be your greatest strength. The first step is always the hardest, but also the most important. Everything in life happens for a reason. Either it shapes you into something greater, or it teaches you a valuable lesson. If you become insignificant to someone, they will not only stop talking to you, but even forget to acknowledge your presence. So, expect only from yourself. The journey never ends. Only people lose courage. If you wish to learn to swim, you must enter the water. No one becomes a diver by merely sitting on the shore. Shri Krishna says, if giving up a little comfort today can lead to great happiness tomorrow, a wise person should willingly sacrifice small pleasures to attain greater joy. Faith in life nourishes you. Good deeds provide shelter, knowledge is like sunlight, and vigilance ensures your safety. The greatest danger does not come from external enemies, but from those closest to you. After all, a boat does not sink because of the water outside, but because of the holes within. True wealth lies not in possessions, but in virtues. Health is the greatest gift. Contentment is the richest wealth. Loyalty is the most precious relationship. Never indulge in exaggeration or jealousy. A jealous heart never finds peace. The world will always judge. Some will praise, others will find faults. This has happened before, and it will continue to happen. If a person is truly angry, he is usually upset with himself. True love never brings harm to another. Those free from disturbing thoughts inevitably attain peace. Those who talk big often remain stuck in discussions, while those who act silently achieve greatness. A person who bathes in water may cleanse his body, but one who bathes in sweat can rewrite history. Relationships are like delicate ornaments, easily broken by careless words, but invaluable in life. Memories are precious. Speak your heart with clarity. Truth leads to decisions, while lies create distance. Morning laziness weakens a person's resolve. Those who achieve their goals do not indulge in long sleep. Give space to others in your heart only as much as they offer you. Otherwise, either you will suffer or they will bring you pain. To be successful, believe in your hard work, for luck is tested only in times of trial. If you wish to be respected in life, use you the most, then we, and the word I the least. Do not waste your energy in worry. Instead, use it to find solutions. The biggest source of inspiration lies within your own thoughts. So think big and push yourself towards victory. The law of karma is straightforward. Do good, and good will come to you. Do bad, and negativity will return. A person who has been given the ability to speak yet does not chant the names of Sri Radha Krishna is like a fool ignoring the ladder to salvation. Those who endure hardship may later find happiness, but those who inflict pain upon others can never truly be happy. Develop compassion, not impulsiveness. Flowers bloom with gentle rain, not with loud thunder. No matter how wrong a person may be, sweet words will blind you to their faults, while the bitter words of truth may seem harsh, but ultimately act as a cure. Just as one lamp can light thousands of others without diminishing its own flame, happiness only multiplies when shared. Shri Krishna says, O human, if you wish to be free from all worldly sorrows, worship me. The one who does not worship me can neither find peace in this life nor in the afterlife. There is no doubt that the person who shares the sacred knowledge of the Bhagavad Gita with love and devotion among my devotees attains my eternal blessings. That is why, dear friends, you should also spread this divine wisdom of Lord Shri Krishna by sharing this knowledge with others, so that you too may receive his boundless grace. Jai Shri Radhe Krishna, Om. If you like this message, please like this video and share it with as many family members and friends as possible. If you are new to our channel, subscribe and click the bell icon to stay updated. Don't forget to express your gratitude in the comments by writing Jai Shri Radhe Krishna.